So you run out of the essential nutrients your body needs, then something breaks. So you go to the only medicine that your insurance pays for, which is allopathic MD-directed medicine. The doctors don't know anything about medical nutrition. They don't believe that the body can cure itself, so they give you a drug that manages the problem. The drug, in its working in the human body, also burns through nutrients. So after 6 months or a year, the drug stops working, or they need to increase its potency, or they need to give you a second or a third drug. And then you get worse, and then you need another drug, and then it gets worse, and then you need surgery, and then you get a secondary infection from the surgery, and then you need another drug for that, and then you die. And then your relatives are so grief-stricken that they organize a 5K run on your behalf to come up with a cure for stomach cancer. And who do they give the money to? The people that failed you in the first place.
Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this 100% truth. Salutations unto the 144,000 doing the work of the Lord in all truth, honor, and sincerity. And the 1/3 men, women, and children who believe in this word being taught unto them. So, brother Amna wa Allah, back at you with another lesson entitled "The Lord Have Created Medicines Out of the Earth." You know, because we've grown up in a society where, we're used to, that's the curses really. Deuteronomy 28 talks about how we shall go to the other nations for the want of all things, especially when it pertains to health. Whenever something's wrong with Jake, they ain't, calling out another Jake. They ain't thinking about, maybe let me fix my diet, or, let me seek some kind of holistic healing. They straight away go to Esau, man. All right? So that proves the curses. We shall go to the other nations for want of all things. All right? And then in turn, this devil being the devil he is, the deceiver, he deals with us deceitfully, man. I want to start naming certain drugs that he offers and things of that nature, and how you can only take it when you're a certain way, and if you're another way, then you can't take it. But, I don't want this video getting taken down, so I ain't going to say too much. But all I'm going to say is, we've been lied to, man. We've been lied to, like even, the seasonal hokey pokes that they offer you to quote unquote protect you from the virus. Imagine that. In order to protect you from the virus, we need to put the virus in you. That's one of the most absurd, stupidest things I've ever heard in my entire life. That's like saying, the car's a petrol engine, but, just so that it can deter diesel, put a little bit of diesel in it and then put the petrol in. Like, it don't make sense at all. But, a lot of us did fall for the bait, man, because Esau, Edom has got that superiority complex. And, if Jake believed that so-called Jesus looks like that surfer dude, that blonde guy with the blue eyes and the leprosy, then of course anything that comes out of these devils' mouths, they'll just gobble up and believe, man. All right. So this is Job 13:4. It says, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value, man. And that's exactly what these big pharma doctors are. If I'm not mistaken, it was one of the Rockefellers. I forget his name. I think it might be David Rockefeller. All right. But either sometime around the 1800s, I believe it was, he went around basically rewriting the medical books and changing the curricula. And, because all these holistic practices and natural remedies were all known, but he came around and he basically changed the health game, man. you know, and we still basically follow it till this day, you know. Just bear with me a minute. We still follow it to this day, and we've been deceived, man. And then you wonder why yeah, I'm trying to find a year, but I can't find a year. But it says, by promoting a pharmaceutical-centered approach to medicine, Rockefeller helped create a market for chemical-based treatments, establishing a system in which drugs, rather than preventive or holistic care, became the primary method of addressing health issues. All right, can it give me a year, man? Can it give me a year somewhere? Hold on, I'm on the laptop, so do bear with me a minute. All right. In the early 20th century, and it was John D. Rockefeller. All right, and he was at the time one of the wealthiest men in history. And now, you know, as they say in the world, money talks, man. If you got the money, man, even, hey, forget the world. The scriptures say that. Read Sirach chapter 13, man. I brought it out in one of my lessons the other day, man. When the rich man speaks, everyone want to, you know, hold their tongue and, you know, basically eat the words that he has to say. But then when the poor man speaks, which the poor would represent, you know, the Israelites, but especially the elect, you know, they're like, you don't know what he's talking about, man. He's just a bum, you know. So, yeah, it says in the early 20th century, man, that's when John D. Rockefeller, he pretty much changed the health game, man. All right. In which I'll read that little passage one more time. It said, by promoting a pharmaceutical, and the title of this article is How Rockefeller's Money Rewired Medicine. All right. It says, by promoting a pharmaceutical-centered approach to medicine, Rockefeller helped create a market for chemical-based treatments, establishing a system in which drugs, rather than preventive or holistic care, became the primary method of addressing health issues. And you know what? That is Esau to the T. Because you see, Esau doesn't come up with a solution for the problem, right? He works invertedly. So Esau Edom comes up with the problem for the solution. The same thing with the MOTB. All right, he's creating the problem for the solution. All right, the problem being the financial crashes. Oh, all of a sudden now money is a dirty means of exchanging, and, you know, health and safety and things of that nature. And then he brings the solution. The solution being what? The MOTB. All right, so this is Esau Edom, and this is how he gets down. Which, by the way, the word doctor means to falsify. Okay. The Lord have given us medicines out of the earth, man. We don't need to go on to Esau Edom for all these things, man. All right. And then another thing as well, man. Because, you know, to the best of our ability, in order for us to do this work, we actually need to be able-bodied, man. And let's be honest, man, a lot of Jake are lazy, especially the Israelite woman, man. You know, the Israelite woman is allergic to any form of exercise, man. All right, but you see, when you're eating good, you know, the diet's on point, your physicality is on point, you can avoid a lot of issues, man. A lot of joint pains, ailments, sicknesses. You know, because a lot of sicknesses come from the garbage that we eat, man. You know, like especially when you're eating all that processed stuff, man. You know, they got certain cells. I think they call them free radicals. And when you have too many of those free radicals roaming around in the body, man, that's what leads to cancer, man. A lot of people that end up diagnosed with cancer is usually diet related. Anyone that I know that's been, you know, diagnosed with cancer, all right, they, you know, is usually, you know, because due to what I like to call a nigger diet, man. You know, you're allergic to you know, water, and if you drink water, it always has to be flavored water. You know, you can't, you know, the only way you consume chicken is fried chicken. The only way you consume potato is greasy ass oily chips. The only way you consume fish is by eating like a oily ass fish fritter. Now, I'm not saying don't eat these things completely, but it's all about balance, which, hey, at the end of the day, the elders have been getting on to us about eating that fried junk, man. You know, dainties, right? So this is 1 Timothy 4 and verse 8. It says, "For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the new life that now is, and of that which is to come." Now, you see, you know, a nigga will read that and see, yeah, well, you see, it profiteth little, so therefore I can just teach the word and have a crap diet and be in the hospital every week. Nah, bro. Because then it gets to a point where it's like, yeah, this is self-inflicted. You know, you can't hide behind the, you know, the shielding of the scripture, man. Trying to, you know, mold it to fit your wickedness. Do you know what I'm saying? Which even, that's a sin, to be gluttonous, man. You're meant to only eat, and then once you've had enough, man. You got guys out there, you know, they stay eating, man. Like, bro, you're full. You're full, man. Just chill out. You know, you just meant to eat what you need. It's just like when you fill up a car, right? You full tank it, right? And then what happens? The nozzle starts to, you know, it'll start clicking, right? Well, if you just keep forcing the click, even though it's indicating the tank is full, what's gonna end up happening? The fuel's gonna end up spilling over. Well, now if you take that to food, what do you think that's doing to your body, man? Then it's, oh yeah, man, yeah, just struggling with the weight. Yeah, you know, like, like we look, man. In order for us to do the work of the Lord, we first of all need to be able-bodied, man. It's not about having a physique of a Greek god. It's not about that, man. It's about being able to you know, for your body to function properly in order for this word to go out, man. Because if you ain't able-bodied, how are you supposed to stand out there for hours on end on the highways and the byways, man? You know? How are you supposed to keep up with the videos if you know, you just, like, just your lifestyle and things you eat, you just you know, every time you just overly tired, you just sluggish, brain fog. You know, a lot of that stuff comes down to the food we eat, man. This Edomite was talking about how the medicines that they give us, they actually drain us of the nutrients that we need. Do you know how important nutrients are, man? And furthermore, do you know how easy it is to get these nutrients, man? You got women, you know, excuse me, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, man. You got women out there that they suffer from I was gonna say alopecia. Jada Pinkett Smith. Nah, not alopecia. They suffer from they're anemic, which means they're iron deficient, because, you know, they have their monthly cycles. And when they're on their monthly cycle, what happens is they actually lose a lot of iron. Now, iron is one of those nutrients where, you know, your body doesn't naturally produce iron. So if you're, you know, if in your diet there's no room for iron, and you going through the monthlies, man, well, then that's when you have the you know, that's when you become anemic. You know, because you're losing that nutrient, but you're not replenishing your body with the correct nutrients that it needs. Okay. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and verse 4. It says, the Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them, man. You got Jake out here. They don't even drink water, man. They don't even drink water, bro. And then they wonder why they got spots all over. You know, they always just breaking out. They're always sick. They're always coughing. Yeah, because all your body knows is sugar, man. Putting on weight. Oh, yeah, and they just talk about, oh, yeah, I don't even eat anything. Yeah, well, it's because when you do eat, you're eating the wrong things, bro. All right, the Lord is creating medicines out of the earth, man. You know, pretty much our kitchen is meant to be like a health store. And as I was saying, like, it doesn't have to be hard. And, you know, every brother has got their own niche. You know, you got certain brothers doing up the juicing. You know, certain brothers can make up a bad boy concoction, man. You know, and just, you know, do their thing. You know, me, myself, I take CMOS, you know, which has 92 out of the 102 minerals that your body needs. Now, if you whack some bladderwrack in there, that's the full whack, man. That's the full 102 nutrients. But I find that even with just the CMOS on its own, it works wonders for my health. Mix that with a healthy diet, man. You know, you eating the right things. You eating nutrient dense foods. You know, whole foods, single ingredient foods. All right, when you start to make these changes, right, you realize, you know, you no longer need Esau Edom. Now, with that being said, certain brothers, you know, health conditions are to the point where, you know, they do need to rely on certain medications and take certain things or go to the hospital regularly. You know, that's their cross to bear. All right. We all got to suffer in some kind of way. And some, you know, some people, the Lord chooses that they suffer that way. All right. But I mean, the thing is it's about doing the best that we can, man. All right. Because it's already a curse that we have to go to the other nations for the want of all things, man. And then even for our health, man. Eve even got to go to Elam for her hair, man. You know, so it's like, we got to do the best that we can, man. Because at the end of the day, the main thing is that we need to be able-bodied to do the work, man. If you're not able-bodied to do the work and it's self-inflicted, man, you know, forget what the brothers are thinking. What do you think the Lord's going to think, man? You know, we're living in a time where, you know, as the elders are saying, it's sifting season. So now it's like, now is the time where, you know, we really got to, you know, examine ourselves, man. You know, Sirach chapter 18 says, and verse 20 says, before judgment examine thyself, and in the day of visitation thou shalt find mercy, man. So you ain't got to wait for another brother to check you up on something, man. If you're in that spirit of self-examination, I'm not going to say you can avoid every single rebuke, but you can avoid most rebukes if you just actually took the time to introspect and to dig deep and, you know, search things out, you know, because this Edomite, he was on point, man. You know, let me just play that again, man, but I'm going to like pause it and stuff, right?
So you run out of the essential nutrients your body needs, then something breaks. So you go to the only medicine that your insurance pays for, which is allopathic.
It just goes to show that's set up, man. Esau knows that the medication he's going to give you, it might take care of the problem, but then it might cause something else. Do you know what I'm saying? There's always a caveat when it comes to this devil, man. You know, but you see, you guys ain't in the scriptures, man. You know, the scriptures tell you, which rather than me quote it, let me just go to it, man. There's so much wisdom in Sirach, man. All right, this is Sirach chapter 12 and 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. All right, so you can't trust Esau Edom, man. Do you know how many women are fucked up because Esau Edom tried to force them to take the epidural, right? Don't look, there's no curing that pain that comes from conception, man. That is a curse written all the way back in Genesis 3:16 because of something Eve did. And that curse, excuse me, fell upon the women of all nations, not just the Israelite woman. But Esau, you see, this is the thing. The fool have said in his heart, there is no God. Esau wants to play God, man. So many women have been fucked up, right? And are still fucked up because of that epidural shit, man. You know, they here it is years later after having the youth, they still talking about back pain. So that goes to show you, you can't trust this devil, man. Because eventually his wickedness will come out, man. He can't help but be wicked. You know, when you read Romans 9, it tells you how the Most High created one vessel unto honor and another vessel unto dishonor. The vessels created unto honor are the Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the vessels created unto dishonor are you Edomites, so-called white people. And when you read Job 9:24, it tells you the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So what righteousness can come from a wicked vessel, man? That's the question you gotta ask yourself. Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. This damn devil ain't even good to himself, man. He ain't even good to his own people. Here it is, right? This devil's got his own people breathing in the same nasty chemtrails and eating the same crap that everyone else is eating, especially the Israelites, man. So he's not even good to his own people, man. But somehow, Big Daddy Esau, Big Pharma is going to be good to you. You know, I pray, Lord willing, this video stays up, man. I'm going to try and post up my backup channels anyway, you know. Verse 6, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. A perfect example is when, you know, the 1-9 diner thing he came out, man. He had everyone lining up. He had people getting the triple combo, right? And then you know, you had a lot of people facing various different ailments, man. Dropping dead. Family members, you know, didn't see their loved ones anymore, and, you know. But you see, at the last, he will always declare his wickedness. It's the same way I did a video saying don't get too caught up in conveniences, because, you know, Esau, by way of this new MOTB system and all of that, he's going to try and, you know, his main thing is to try and make everything as convenient as possible, right? But then you get too caught up in them conveniences, and then you realize, you know, that you know, you've gone too far down the lane, and by then you're looking at Yahushua and he ready to take your ass out, man. All right. So let's continue.
MD-directed medicine. The doctors don't know anything about medical nutrition. They don't believe that the body can cure itself. So they...
And these doctors don't know shit, man. You ask a doctor something like, oh, what is CMOS? I don't know. Whoa. That's like one of the most nutrient-dense foods that there is out there, man. What other food do you know that contains almost all the nutrients your body requires? Natural substance, not no made into a pill and mixed with this and mixed with that. But here it is. Look, man. I had this chick tell me how she must have gone to the doctors, right? And she's, you know, she's you know, saying the symptoms she's got and stuff. And my man's on WebMD. My man's literally searching it up on WebMD, man. What the fuck is going on? And these are the people that you put your trust in, man. I had another account where, you know, one of the brothers said to me that, you know, he's gone to the doctors, right? And he's explaining the symptoms and whatnot. And the doctor straight up said, so what do you think it is? What the fuck is going on? This shit is crazy, man. Come on, man. We got to do better, man.
Give you a drug that manages the problem. The drug, in its working in the human body, also burns through nutrients. So after 6 months or a year, the drug stops working, or they need to increase its potency, or they need to give you a second or a third drug. And then you get worse, and then you need another drug, and then it gets worse, and then you need surgery, and then you get a secondary infection from the surgery, and then you need another drug for that, and then you die. And then your relatives are so grief-stricken that they organize a 5K run on your behalf to come up with a cure for stomach cancer. And who do they give the money to? The people that failed you in the first place.
Yeah, he took the piss, bruv. He took the absolute piss with that last statement. But it's true, man. Your relatives are so grief-stricken. Oh, yeah, we're going to do a 5K run. Here it is. Well, whilst so-and-so was alive, all you ever did was eat KFC, McDonald's, Wendy's, right? You ain't never ran. The last time you ran was in secondary school when you ran for the bus. But now all of a sudden, in the name of health, you want to do a 5K run, right? And then put that money right back in the pockets of those that deleted your family member in the first place, man. This shit is crazy. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. Hey, man, but the scriptures tell us, Sirach 5 and wow, there's a lot of wisdom coming out Sirach today. Sirach 5 and 15, be not ignorant of anything in the great matter or a small. So I don't think because it ain't happened to you, it won't happen to you, man. I don't think that Esau Edom, he don't be striking, man. You know, I get emails from the NHS all the time. Oh yeah, you didn't take your booster this, your booster that. You know, even when I had my child, man, you know, they try to give us hell, man. They try, you know, oh yeah, it's in her best interest to get this one and that one and this, that. And no, man, we didn't do none of that shit, man. And, you know, through the spirit, through the grace of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, she been all right, man. She been all right, you know. So, you know, we gotta do better, man. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, we can't lose sight of the enemy, man. All right, you know, Esau Edom is dead set against us. All right, and his thing is keeping us at the bottom. So you gotta recognize that and don't really, you know, follow after him, man. Okay. And they go on a 5K run. They're so heart-stricken. Oh man, don't make me laugh. That's ain't that the truth, man? Ain't that the truth? Sirach 30 and 14. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body, man. Because like, what's the point having all those riches if, you know, you got to spend it on you know, medical insurance, or, you know, like you just constantly getting checkups and you can't do this, you can't do that. You live every day in pain, you know, you overweight and just, you know, you're bedbound or whatever the case may be. But you got riches. Well, what use are those riches, man? Okay. Verse 15, health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. All right. Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness. You see that? So yeah, man, this thing of ours is about, you know, we're always striving. The scriptures talk about strive for the masteries, man. You think Yahweh Shai was out there teaching with a pot belly? You know, he had gout, diabetes, you know. What, Yahweh Shai, the great miracle performer, right? And then he's overweight. Or he every minute he has to tell a disciple, let me get a seat, brother. You know, the joint pains, you know, no, you know. No, man, the scriptures talk about striving for the masteries, man. You know, and yeah, it's all good. Knowing the scriptures, that's great. Of course, that's the ultimate thing. That's the main thing. But it's like, look, man, what did the elder apostle Tahar say? Look, if you claim to be a prophet, you got to know how to heal yourself, man. Prophets knew how to heal themselves, right? They knew that, oh, if you got this, you can take that, you can take this, and that's all part of the work too. So we gotta be mindful of that, man. We can't just neglect it just because you know, just giving heed into the flesh, just letting yourself go, and then in turn, now it's messing with, you know, your volume, your consistency, doing the work. All right. Again, it's not about looking like a Greek god. That's vanity. However, it's about being able-bodied to be able to do what's required of us, to be able to be consistent in what's required of us, to be able to be diligent in what's required of us. You know, certain brothers don't remember things because, you know, that even could be linked to diet. You know, you just ain't getting the right nutrients in your body. You know, so you know, your bodily functions ain't on 100%. You know, you guys need to understand there's a lot of improvements that can happen to your health if you just engage in some sort of physicality. Even walking, man. 8K, 10K steps a day. You know? Just do something, man. And I hear that walking slows down the dementia, because you're keeping your brain active. You know, dementia stems from a sedentary lifestyle. As men, we're not used to just sitting around doing nothing. You know, we've always been on the go, you know. So, you know, we gotta do better, man. And it's not just for us, but it's for the Lord. It's for the sake of this ministry, man. You know, the scriptures talk about what? Let me close out on this. Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service, man. So now the question is, what kind of sacrifice are you offering up? You know? Can't be like Cain, offering the wrong sacrifice. You know what happened with that. You know? So, you know, we're the living sacrifice. We've sacrificed our lives, friends, family, money, okay, in order for us to do this truth, man. Well, we got to take it a step further. You know, if you eating certain things that are, you know, messing up the body, man, you got to cut that out. You know, if you're not as able-bodied as you know you can be, and you know you live that sedentary lifestyle, well, you got to add some physicality to it, man. You know, our bodies are a living sacrifice. This is our reasonable service, man. So we need to be able to do it to the best of our ability. Okay? Verse 2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. And conforming to this world is just, you know, just whatever the flesh wants, just give it. That's how it runs in this world, man. Fleshly based decisions. You know, lustly based decisions. You know, but we have to, you know, overcome that. Get past that, man. All right. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it for this lesson. I'm gonna wrap it up here. You know, I pray, Lord willing, it's been edifying. And until the next time, I say shalom.